Welcome to a reboot of our Mentally Damaged podcast. This is episode 1, and today we have a few different topics. You know, we've all seen fake news, fake Facebook stories, things like that, and it really irritates me, as I'm sure it does all of you. Some of it's kind of funny, but still, you share the post as a joke, and somebody else picks it up and takes it seriously, especially either uneducated people or the elderly. And I've got one customer in particular, bless her heart, she's a great woman, she's in her 80s, one of my best customers, but she keeps forwarding this stuff to me through Messenger. The one she started out with was, finally, World Health Organization cheated the world. Corona is not a virus, but a bacterial infection, and patient cure only in 1 day. See the video and make it viral. Send as many as possible. It's crazy misinformation like that that leads people to do stupid things, especially the uneducated and other stupid people in general. Like the one that somebody else shared on Facebook the other day that I've seen. What was it? That's what it was. The thing about how Bill Gates invented the RFID chip back in college, and that's why he's pushing for this coronavirus vaccine, because he's going to put his RFID chip he invented into the vaccine. And then once you get vaccinated, they'll be able to track you, the government will, anywhere in the world. And people that believe this are uneducated people, because an RFID chip is not a GPS device. And it's not going to be injected in a tiny little syringe that they inject a vaccine with. To break it down into the lowest terms, the little chip you have put in your dog or your cat or whatever pet you have a microchip. That's an RFID chip. So unless they're vaccinating with a needle that large, they're not putting a microchip in you. Not with today's technology. And then, of course, there's the craziness here in Texas where everything is open except bars, because bars are where coronavirus is going to spread the most, right? It couldn't be the people not obeying the mask ordinances when they go to Walmart, or all the people that have been partying like crazy all summer. In my opinion, people today just do not have enough instinct for self-preservation anymore. They mistake being told that they need to wear a mask or have to wear a mask as a violation of their freedom. And in my mind, this stems from the same group of people called anti-vaxxers. And yes, don't get me wrong, there are some possible side effects of any vaccine. I'm not a doctor, so we're not going to get into that. But the fact of the matter is, look at the vaccines that we have and have had in the past, and the diseases that we don't have today because of them. I'm sure when the polio vaccine first came out, there was a lot of people against it. But you know what? Look it up and see how many polio cases there's been in the United States in the last 20 years. And tell me that vaccines don't work. Are drug companies out there making things, vaccines and stuff, in hopes that you'll buy it? Most definitely, because they want to make money. But that's the thing. They don't want to cure you. They don't want to kill you. They want to keep making drugs and chemicals that you'll prolong your life with so that you can keep giving them money. I was reading an article on Facebook from my local school district where my son is going to be attending junior high this year. And I don't know about everybody else in the district, of course, other than the statistics that they posted, that 80% of students will be returning this week for in-person classes, whereas only 20% will be doing school over the internet at home. My son will be doing it from home. And they posted these statistics and were all excited and congratulating students. And then the next day, they posted about how one of the head people of the school, the assistant to the superintendent, passed away from COVID-19, and that the staff and all weren't going to be answering the phones that day. They were going to take the day as a bereavement day and let everybody, come to terms with his passing, because he'd been in the school district for so many years. So you just had someone that comes in contact with people constantly at the school pass away of COVID, but yet 80% of students will be returning. I don't know. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster to me. Okay, here's a different topic for you. I was scrolling through Facebook 5 minutes ago, and I come across the ad in one of the local Facebook groups here in Texas in my area that says unmolested Sportsman 450. And then it goes on, of course, to describe the four-wheeler and everything. Who describes a four-wheeler or a piece of equipment as unmolested? And then, of course, there's the first comment on it that someone left. Is there a way you can molest it before I purchase it? Oh, look, they replied. Apparently they're willing to molest it for a small fee. Oh, geez, the weird way people list stuff on the internet. Sometimes that's how I get my kicks, though. I don't scroll through Facebook, through my news feed to see what people are up to. That's not entertaining. And besides, most of the people on my friends list have moved past the post everything you do on Facebook stage. So I just scroll through to see the postings from all the groups that I've joined where people are selling things. It's crazy the things people will put up for sale and expect these ridiculous prices for. And then, of course, you pretty much have to scroll for those type of posts because every other post that some of your friends post is, well, the majority of your friends, is something political. It's either Trump this, Joe Biden this, Nancy Pelosi this, Chuck Schumer this, and we all know just from the title, it doesn't matter what the post is, it's a bunch of BS. Now, there was one guy on my Facebook that I used to watch diligently. We'll call him JB. Well, JB would post everything pro-Trump and everything anti-Democrat. It didn't matter how fake it was. I mean, stuff that was just obviously fake. And he had to post it because he was so strong in his political convictions being pro-Trump that he just had to post this. Sadly, he passed this year. So, I don't get to watch his posts anymore. But I've got another guy on my Facebook that strangely enough has the same initials, JB as well. But it's a different guy, different side of the country, and he's very pro-Trump, very pro-gun, and he was posting a lot of pro-Trump stuff. But lately he's posting a lot of anti-Black Lives Matter stuff and pro-police and things like that, which it's your Facebook, post what you want. But with these kind of people, you cannot comment because if you say anything, even remotely disagreeing with them, you're on this person's crap list for the rest of your life. And I know we all have people like that you can tell them the sky is blue and they'll get ticked off at you because in their funny little world, the sky is pink, and they're going to stick to that. They will make up the science behind it to explain it to you, too. Well, I've rambled on enough for this episode. I'm working on putting together some more episodes, obviously, with a wide variety of topics. So if you have something you'd like to contribute, a topic, funny story, leave us a comment. We'll be happy to give you a shout out and give credit where credit is due. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to us on YouTube, like the video. These things help us out a lot and make us able to continue to produce content and eventually get better and better content. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and as always, you can send us an email directly at opinions@mentallyDamaged.com.